Welcome to Drummond Island, a fantastic multi-species fishery, but today we'll be jigging for lake trout. And wait till you see how they do it here. The technique will surprise you.
That is so much fun.
The fish will surprise you.
And that right there, that's Drummond Island on steroids.
And perhaps the best surprise of all, the level of solitude that only Drummond Island can provide.
You're just hearing birds and loons, or more importantly, nothing at all.
The season is just getting started here, and it's time to jig for some Lakers on this edition of Fisherman's Digest.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. John Bergsma here. We got Captain John Goble coming up onto the front deck. We've got the Garmin LiveScope in the water, and we are going to show you some great Drummond Island lake trout jigging. Drummond Island, this is known fishery for just a whole bunch of different species, but early season, John runs a guide service, customized, and I tell you what, it is a phenomenal fishery here in the Drummond Island area. And we're going to show you early season lake trout. And John, this bite basically an all summer long thing if you want to?
Yes, yep, yeah. We start as soon as the ice is out, and we fish to the end of the season, which is in the first part of October. So it's an opportunity that you can come pretty much all summer long.
What I love is bass equipment, rod in hand, spinning equipment for big. You can get them up to what, 15, 20 pounds?
Yeah, a 20-pounder's, a big fish here, but a lot of, 10s, 12s, but you'll get an occasional 18, 20-pound fish. Yep, you got one coming in. You got one coming in right here. Oh, he's coming right after you. Keep going up, John.
Oh, he hit me.
Keep going up. He's on you again. Keep jigging and going up. There you go.
Got him. Yay! What'd I tell you? I just said to Brett, there's two on the screen. That is so much fun, John. That is so much fun. Bass fishing for lake trout is like my new favorite bass fishing. What I love about these fish is they bite,
It's like hitting a brick wall when they
Oh, it is. He hit me once.
Yeah, I seen that.
And I pulled it away and you said, oh, he's still on you. Guys, we're LiveScope fishing today, and Brett will show you later. There he is right there. Look at that clean water, Brett.
He's wrapped up in the line of it. There we go. Nice.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Very nice fish.
Yep. Oh my gosh, John, that was so much fun.
Yeah, that's a good eater if you want to put one in the live well.
Yeah, I do. I promised her I would take her a couple. She's got a huge family. Look at that.
Fish.
Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome.
All right, we'll get him in live well.
Thank you very much. Let me show you the
Yep.
rig. John probably doesn't want me to, but it's just a simple like a big tube, and John likes to run a treble hook on his jig, and he's using those little VMC treble hooks that got a little spinner blade on. Truthfully, I don't think that hurts a thing. And yeah, homemade rig, works great. We're gonna get back down there. What are we doing here, John, today?
All right, you're dropping down, and as soon as you hit bottom, I just start jigging, slowly working it back up. These fish have real good eyesight, so they see it at probably 30 to 40 feet, even further at times. And you'll see them coming in off the sides on the LiveScope. And what I like to do, as soon as you see them, just start taking it away from them. That's kind of the key. And when they hit, it's just like you said before, it's like hitting a brick wall. There's no question when they hit that lure. Nope, it can happen fast, and then there's certain days where we do have to travel around and find fish. The water clarity has a lot to do with it. This time of the year, we have a lot of runoff coming out of Minuscon, so that we have a little more dirty water than we normally do in the system. Summertime, it's clear pretty much all the time out here. And you simply have to travel around a little bit to find the fish or get on that clear water. They're still in that dirty water. It's just the ability to get them to see it it kind of affects the bite.
Yeah, what I love about it myself is look over my shoulder. I mean, this is what we got here. We're at the very top of Lake Huron, right where the Sioux Locks and the St. Mary's River dumps in. That we're fishing out here in Lake Huron. But I mean, if John and I aren't talking, you're just hearing birds and loons, or more importantly, nothing at all.
Fish.
Fish. Yeah, I saw it. There he is. There he is. You know what is so cool right now? We didn't see anything, did we, John?
No, just going on waypoint.
John just said, we're just gonna have to work this gin clear deep water in the right zone, because for whatever reason, these fish are just not showing up.
They're tight to bottom.
They're really tight. But the minute we dropped like little twins, I mean, our jigs were within 2 foot of each other. That fish came off the bottom and I said, there, fish, and he hit him. That was so cool. What's the technique to fighting these fish in to keep them, you know, we're gonna... You
gotta keep your rod bent. If you start pumping it too hard and giving them any slack, it'll work the hooks out. They have a real bony jaw, so you know, the hooks...
Look at this clean water, Chase.
The hooks are, right when they're in that jaw, they can come out.
Yep.
So it's just keeping the rod tight and just letting them fight. Like right now, he's wanting to go back down.
Oh yeah, he's blowing bubbles. You guys can see that at home. Right on the screen, you see those bubbles coming to the surface. That's him. And we're gonna keep these fish for food today because they're the right size. But if you were gonna release these fish, it's important to bring them up slow, isn't it, John?
Yes, sir. Yeah, they will burp as they come up. So if you are doing catch and release, which we do a lot of out here, it's like you said, it's just bringing them up slow. That's a nice fish.
That's a very nice fish. You guys can see firsthand at home just how beautiful these fish are. And if you guys at home are wondering why I'm watching my jig ball, it's because when I start to bring it off the bottom, once you see a fish on you, you notice I'm jigging and reeling, jigging and reeling. And what happens is, these fish will follow. And if you're just jigging up and down and not reeling, that fish will end up looking at it, getting too good of a look at it, and just swim away, right, John?
Yeah.
They inspect it. So the up jig is followed by a turn of the reel, turn jig reel, jig reel, jig reel, jig reel. You see this? This is why we like lake trout fishing with Mr. Gobles up here at Customize. I mean, it is so much fun. I mean, that was a blind jig. I couldn't locate John on the thing.
No.
You can see him right there,
yeah,
guys.
He's on LiveScope there.
He's on LiveScope right there. You see the bubbles blowing up. I'll try to keep him right under so you guys at home can see. I'm bringing him up real slow, and to be honest, this is a bigger one. So spring fishing's really laker fishing, a little short week window of perch fishing, and then on to walleye and bass.
Yep. It starts off, you know, as soon as the ice is out, we can target these trout. Season's open, and then, like I said, the perch are actually in right now. The smelt are in right now. So everything's kind of happening as soon as the ice goes out. But like I said, the perch run is a very short window. They come in, spawn, and they go back deep. So our fall fishery is definitely something that you can come up and fish for a good solid month and get perch.
That's how clean this water is. That fish is a good 30 feet down yet, and you can see him crystal clean. Big bubble coming up. There it is. Boom.
Nice fish there.
That's a really nice fish. There he is. Look at that, guys. This one will not be going home for sushi because these bigger fish, it's important, John, right, to release these?
Yep, we release a lot of these big guys. This one's probably pushing 15 pounds, I would say.
Oh, that's a beautiful fish.
Big belch.
Oh, yep.
He's got a fish
coming out of his mouth.
Looks
John
like a
will show
burbot.
you that. Show him that. Oh my goodness.
It's a burbot tail.
That's a big old burbot. We won't pull it out. We don't want to hurt the
Nope.
laker, but John will show you that. Grab him, John, and show him that burbot tail. We'll get behind John. Wow. And that right there, that's Drummond Island on steroids. Right there, he's gonna probably give him a little air.
He's wanting to go.
Follow him down. Oh yeah.
He's got
That fish will swim away and yeah! Boom! That's why I love coming up here. I mean, Brett will show you. This is what we're dealing with right here. So much population in the Drummond Island area. Nope. I had no idea he was there. I was searching for my jig, and all of a sudden, whack.
105 too. Yeah. Ooh, I just had a hit.
Okay, he's back. Fish on. Oh, big fish on. Serves me right. We just said that, John. So while John dogs this one, we just said we had 2 more marks just off to the left of us, and if we don't go check them before we leave, we're gonna just bug us all day. That didn't take long. Your line was dropping when you started reeling.
Yeah, he hit it twice too.
Oh man. That's crazy. We just said that, John. Both of us are tournament anglers, and well, John currently is, I used to be, and we both thought that, oh, you got a couple of marks over there, we should go check them. Oh no, if you don't check them, you'll kill yourself later. Your buddy would say to you, well, yeah, I was beating on them all day 200 yards away from where you were. Oh yeah, see him way down there? Well, the water clarity is great. I can see him 35 feet down.
He's rolling in the line.
Yeah, he is. It took him no time though to decide to hit.
He's all rolled up.
Yeah. Bubbling out. Just came. Another nice fish, John. John will show that one off to you. I got you, Rod. Awesome, awesome. So what's the cadence, John, when you're giving these? Talk about the concept that you explained to me.
Yeah, it's the key is to, the trout like to chase. So you drop it down, you get them to see the bait, and then the reaction is to you want to take it away. As that bait goes away from them, they'll hit it just about every time.
Yeah.
If you jig it in their face, a lot of times they'll look at it. Sometimes if they're really aggressive, they'll grab it, but they want it moving. That's the key.
Yeah, what John basically does is use the LiveScope to search. You notice he's got his Kraken in, and he's just pulling along. This is where we're at right now, a little constriction line. These were the 2 marks I said to you. We were there, we caught nothing. He said, well, we better go check those 2 marks. I mean, no sooner than he got halfway to one of those marks, boom. And what he's doing is he's slow dragging the boat along and searching for fish. And when you see the fish, of course, then you hit the spot lock, wait for the boat to settle, the anglers drop. That's basically the concept. Using your LiveScope as the identifier for where you want to fish.
Got him?
Yep. Well, I guess it proved it.
A little different technique. Nice.
So I got bored with jigging up and down, so I shot the thing as far as I could. And when John put the spot lock on, I started reeling. We caught him. That's crazy, John. That's what an old walleye fisherman does when he gets bored. Casts as far as you can with a heavy jig and a paddle tail or a tube. So clean of water. He's gonna show, he's right there on the LiveScope.
Down about 40, 30.
See him? That's the fish right there. Now Brett will show him to you real time in the water. This will be another good eater for my daughter. For her sushi, lake trout sushi bake. John, you gotta have the recipe.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Rice, Asian sauce, bunch of vegetables. She just makes a casserole out of it.
That sounds good. It's nice fish.
That's a perfect eater right there. There he is, a big one, John.
Got him?
There you go.
He's out there a mile too.
I'm just laughing. Sorry, I like fishing. Oh my gosh.
What happened again?
Nothing I can't say. Oh, I am gonna net him back here though. What you got there, John, the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's out a ways, that's for sure.
oh my goodness.
Feels like a good one.
It is a good one, that's why I said, oh yeah. He's gonna be burping for a while. This will be a good shot right here. Oh, Brett's got the spot on the deck right now. We got our little eagle. I finally convinced John to buy an eagle.
Best net ever.
It is. The stuff doesn't get tangled up in the webbing. That's the biggest thing. Extendability and stuff doesn't get caught in the webbing.
I like how compact it is. You know, we can throw it
Yeah.
on the deck without worrying about having a super long
It
handle.
can be small,
Yep.
right? I have no idea where this fish is. He wants to go the other way.
Yeah, he wants to stay down. He's a good one.
Yeah, it might be a releaser, Johnny. We might have to keep fishing. We'll see. Oh no, it's just a beautiful final fish of the day. Maybe it's a releaser, I don't know. It's up to John.
It's a pretty good size.
Yeah, we can release him and keep
Yeah, we don't have to keep a limit either.
Oh
so.
yeah. No worse for the wear.
The Drummond Island area is a versatile fishery with year-round angling opportunities. In addition to the lake trout we caught today, there's also smallmouth bass, salmon, steelhead, walleye, perch, northern pike, whitefish, cisco, herring, and smelt. Drummond Island is also known as Michigan's ultimate outdoor playground, with shipwrecks to explore, kayaking, ATV and ORV trails, hiking and snowmobiling, just to name a few. Of course, you'll need a place to stay, and we recommend Drummond Island Yacht Haven Marina and Resort. It has great cabins and cottages, beautiful sandy beaches, kayaks, and a boat slip with every cabin rental. Now, if you are coming by boat, Yacht Haven is also a full-service marina with shore power up to 100 amps, pump-out service, mechanics on site, and just top-notch facilities for any size vessel. They've even got a shuttle service that runs back and forth to town, which makes things so convenient for the transient boater. And when you're in town, one place not to miss is the Northwood Restaurant and Bar, especially when you come off the water with a few of those Lake Huron walleye. Let Northwood cook your catch for the perfect finish to a fantastic day on the water. Of course, they've also got a full menu, fantastic service, and they're open 7 days a week. Be sure to include both Yacht Haven and the Northwood on your next trip to Drummond Island.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. As always, John and I wrangled up 6 nice fish. Up here, that's a limit, right?
Yes,
3 apiece?
Yes, sir.
How do they get a hold of you, John?
You can either go on my website, Customized Charters, or you can go on Facebook, or my phone number is, we'll post a number at the end of the show.
The number will be at the end of the screen. Thanks as always to John, his wife Marcy, for lending them to me for a day. E, I know you're in school. Too bad, buddy. The fish were biting. You should have been here. We'll talk to you next week here on Fisherman's Digest.